Right, the question today is, why do we have 10 days of repentance? First of all, it's interesting that it's the only time of the year where we have 10 days of something. All the other holidays is always 7 days, 7 days of Sukkot, 7 days of Pesach, or we have 8 days of Hanukkah. Everything is usually 7 and 8. But the 10 days of repentance are unique, and because they have those 10 days. So what's 10? As we know, 10, it's in spirituality, in Kabbalah, in Judaism, it's about achieving a complete system. It's a perfection. We need 10 people to have a minyan. It's a complete structure. So it's the only time of the year where we have 10. So why exactly from Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur? Why is this happening now? Because basically it's the only time of the year where we can, in a way, recreate ourselves completely. So let me show you. You have, for example, what we know as the 10 Sfirot, right? This famous chart with the 10 Sfirot. Well, this one is not a Sfirot, it's a hidden Sfirot, das. And those 10 Sfirot, as we know, correspond to the human being. We have 10 Sfirot corresponding, and you have those 10 powers to different part of human being. So basically what we're doing is a time where I can recreate myself. So Rosh Hashanah, we come and basically we are like a new person. We erase the past, we transform the past, we elevate the past, we do Teshuvah, and we return to the original self, the complete self, the real potential who we are. And during the 10 days, basically we're working on completely becoming that new person, and we have 10 days to complete the structure. After, the rest of the year is going to be affected by that. So that's why, according to Halacha, we're even allowed to take upon ourselves certain things, certain chumor, certain stringencies, mitzvahs or laws or practices that usually we wouldn't, that we might not keep for the whole year, but during those 10 days, we're allowed to practice it because we're tapping into our true original self, the highest of ourselves. So on Rosh Hashanah, we see our potential. We see we are the children of God. We are the servant of God. God is King of the world, and we can be any type of child, any type of servant. What type of servant you want to be? What type of child of God you want to be? So right now, I try during those 10 days to live it. I have 10 days to show God, this is what I can be. And on Yom Kippur, it's when God looks at those 10 days, what we are, then He just wants to take out any residue or sin. Say, this is what you are. Wow, and I just want to clean you completely and give you the chance to become that during the rest of the year. So try to imagine yourself at your best. Who will you be at your best? In Judaism, and in with your character traits, and in at work, in every area of your life. Try to live 10 days. Now there's only a week left, but try to live 10 days fully, the best you can be. Wake up on time, be at where you have to be on time, be super careful with your character traits. Learn to not judge anybody, only positively. Try to help anybody usually you wouldn't help. Do the calls you're supposed to do and you didn't, and this way, if you're successful, then you will be ready for a whole year of perfection and living up to it. And I wanted to show a last thing, which is like a picture of the same thing, the 10 Sfirot, but this time as a human being, but this is described as a candle of God. It says that we are the candle of God, so to speak. The soul of man is the candle of God. So basically, if we're able to do that, then we'll be able to become that soul that goes into the darkness in the everyday life, as the holidays ends up after Sukkot, and we're able to transform ourselves into that light for the world, to be a light unto the nations. And we are successful on Hanukkah, which is the darkest part of the year, which the most, in a way, the most materialistic part, so to speak, or the most darkest spiritual part. Then we can have the lights of Hanukkah when we celebrate that we were able to bring light to the world, to be a better self in a world of confusion, of challenges. So I wish you a happy new year, and I hope you all reveal the true you to yourself. See who you can be, challenge yourself to be better than you can be, and really think you're a new person. If you really thought you were a new person, I'm not the past. I'm now what I decide to be for the future, for that new year. And that new year is going to be depending on those 10 days, who you are now, who you want to become. Imagine the new self, imagine the better you, and project it and try to live it. And B'ezras Hashem, if we all do that, we'll merit to have a Moshiach come this year.